case 3. Case 3 is Nikki Bulley. She is a 45-year-old mom and for all intent purposes married to a man named Paul. It's her partner. Overseas, I don't know if you guys are aware, the culture is a little bit different regarding getting married and having children. It's not as sort of puritanical as the United States, which is weird because we have a lot of other things that don't seem to be very puritanical, but there is this Calvinistic Protestant ethic that comes into the United States from its inception, before it was even the United States, and our culture is a little bit different. But this woman has been with this man for over, I believe, 12 years. He is not a suspect. Boy, and everybody, of course, when there's a missing mom, and of course, you do look at the partner first, right? Number one, suspect. But in this case, they had closed circuit TV security outside of their house. And he was working at home the whole time, and he did not leave. So he is not and he was called at home, found at home when she was missing. She went missing in January. I believe it was the 27th, yes. She was walking her dog. She had taken, and they have the CCTV. She got up, she took the kids to school, and was taking the dog for a walk, and she did this almost every single day. She would drop the kids off at school, leave, I think she left the car parked there, would take her dog Willow, Springer Spaniel, walk down this path from the school over a bridge into this gated area in Italy. I don't know about Italy, but in Ireland and the UK, England, they have fields that are cordoned off, but you can get through gates. Through this one's called a kissing gate, which allows you can graze animals. Animals can't get out, but people can go around and get in. So she went through this gated little kissing gate into this area where there was a River Wyre, is the river that goes all along the boundary of this park. There was a lower field and an upper field in this area in which she walked with a walking path. Many people walked there. She took her dog, like I said, every day. It seemed as if she would take off Willow's harness as they entered that area. So she would walk maybe to a bench, take off the harness, carry the harness with her, and then she would walk. And every morning she would have a phone call meeting with her work on Teams, which is what she did that day. She was on that phone call and walking, but she would mute it and turn off the camera so that she could basically just listen, and if they asked her opinion about something. She's a mortgage, what'd they call it? Not mortgage representative. She sold mortgages and helped people get them in like I think sort of the business side of watching what happens to the mortgage money. So she, like a mortgage holding company, I believe, that was out of town. So she was working remotely, walking her dog like she did every day. She was seen in the lower field and then in the upper field. She wasn't seen after the upper field, and they had a like a surveillance camera that was pointed at the field, which just happened to be broken. Not great. So the last time she was physically seen was at the upper field at about 9:10. And then by 9:20, her phone is laid down on this bench and then turns off. Or just, I think it's there and it's in that position until 9:30, in which the call is off, but she never logs off her work call. The work call ends at 9:30. So sometime at 9:20, they can tell the phone was placed down. Somebody comes along and finds the dog, Willow, she hasn't been harnessed yet. The harness is next to the bench, but on the floor, on the ground. Willow is running between the gate and the bench. Now, the first thing, somebody saw the dog. This is a very small town. I think it's St. Michael's was the town. That's what the school part was in. The woman is an older woman who recognized sort of the dog, but she tied it up with twine, so I guess it didn't get too far away. didn't know what the person was. She sort of recognized the dog in the phone, but she left the phone alone. She went home. She had an appointment, and then she told her daughter-in-law. The daughter-in-law recognized the description of Willow, and they call the school, I believe, and the school calls Paul. So by almost 11 o'clock in the afternoon, between 10:30 and 11, now everybody knows the alarm has been rung that Nicola is missing. Again, she does this every day. So every day that she's not working from home, she takes the kids to school and then walks her dog at this time, every single day. The police start looking in the river, and they spent weeks looking. They said maybe they think the dog had a ball and the ball ran it. Anyways, all of this, they even called in special forces, kind of our version of who shall not be named, who found Kylie Rodney. They didn't find anything. The river isn't that fast flowing. It is winter though, but there's no sign that she went in the water, but they think, like, basically, this is a very safe town. There's only people that know each other. What else could it be? So in the spotlight, we'll talk about what else it could be. And we all know what else it could be, right? We see these stories all the time, and it's not just in the United States. It happens everywhere. So Nicola Bulley is 45, but she doesn't look what you think 45. She looks to me more like what you would consider somebody being 35. She's trim, athletic. She has long blonde hair that she was wearing in a ponytail. She was wearing a black winter coat, green wellies, rubber boots, green socks, black tight pants with it, another black undershirt. Missing completely. So we'll talk about, and you can see in the picture, it looks like, if you can see up here, it looks like she's got a blue coat. Excuse me. That's not right. Looks like a blue coat, but it's black. Can you see that? Yeah, I think you can see that. So it's a mystery.